balance? What if the legislature is not fair? Who is going to be the check and balance? I think that was the gist of the question.
The final control of the legislature rests with the rakyat. When you come to voting, vote out the people. But in the current situation, Article 4 of the Federal Constitution says that the Federal Constitution is the supreme law of the land. And in Article 72, 1, it says, the validity of proceedings in legislative assembly of any state shall not be questioned in any court. But the federal court has put its hand inside, so where do we go from here? I don't know who is supreme now, the Constitution or the federal court. You go back and try to figure out.
Yes.
Now, before I answer the question that was posed to me about why Datuk Sri Nizar did not sue the Sultan, can I do a little response to Mr. Nga? Mr. Nga seems to think that 72 gives total supremacy to the Legislative Assembly merely by the wording where you say the validity of any proceedings in the Legislative Assembly of any state shall not be questioned in any court. It all depends what you attach to the meaning of the word proceedings. Is it the debate, the procedure, or the proceedings? Because this is what is meant here. Because if that is the interpretation given by Mr. Nga, if it is accurate, what happened to all those decisions of all the courts that have declared laws passed by Parliament and Legislative Assembly to be null and void? Isn't that challenging those houses? Now, on to why Nizar did not sue the Sultan. I could probably say that by law, even if you want to challenge the Sultan's decision, you need not have to be rude to bring the Sultan's name in, because you need not have to sue the Sultan. Maybe Mr. Nizar has been, at this time, well advised not to bring in the Sultan's name, because we never sue the Sultan, because you can achieve the same effect by suing somebody else, say the government, and then cue your question in such a way, actually it is the Sultan decision that is being questioned. There are many things like that. Even in a normal criminal case, for instance, detention of persons, declaration of emergency in the country, it's all done by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong. But we do not sue the Yang di-Pertuan Agong unless you want to be rude.
Thank you, Datuk. Can we go to the second question asked by Mr. Tian?
Mr. Tian asked me about the trip to England when we went to see the King Council. Mr. Tian, under our Perak Constitution, when a member has been elected in the general election, this is the oath that he has to take. And if I may be permitted to read that I, so named, having been elected as a member of the Legislative Assembly of the State of Perak, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully discharge my duty as such to the best of my ability, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the State of Perak and Malaysia, and that I will preserve, protect and defend the laws of the Constitution of Perak Darul Rizwan. This is the most important thing. That I, again your name, do swear that I will faithfully and bear true allegiance to His Royal Highness the Sultan according to the law. Now, the Sultan has already decreed that based on the 31 members that came forward. Tuan-tuan, you must remember, Mr. Tian, the Sultan interviewed one by one. 31 bodies were brought to Iskandaria. I've been informed that for the 3 Adun, they had to be flown by helicopter because the roads were blocked for them to come to the Istana. So all 31 were met one by Tuanku Sultan. And especially for the 3 Aduns, whom the Rakyat felt that they have resigned, they had their own letter. And I have a copy of their letter to say to Tuanku that they never signed that letter. And if I may refer to the resignation letter of YB He of Jelapang, she, in all her letters, apart from her signing, will have her job. But for the resignation letter that the Speaker announced that she has resigned, there is no job. And I have sent that letter for chemistry report, and the first part of her letter is not her handwriting, as opposed to her signature. If you want, I will disclose it during my next blog edition to show that this is not her handwriting. So to say that the speaker will decide who resigns is not true. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, when Pakatan Rakyat was formed to be the government, 8 aduns were asked to sign an undated resignation letter. And 3 of them are the one who cross over or declared independent. So to me, the issue of us respecting the Tuanku, when you are elected, you bear allegiance and you swear that you will protect your constitution, and you bear allegiance that you will faithfully follow the Sultans if he acts according to the law. Now he has acted according to the law. Why can't we respect his decision? That is my answer to that. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, Dato' Shafi wants to say just a couple more points. Very brief.
I take 30 seconds to add a rider to what Dato' Alfariza have said. Even if the letters were all written by the state assemblyman, minus the date is not there. Anyone who execute the date without informing the writer of the letter and get consent from him or her and say, I'm going to date this letter and tender in, commits the crime of forgery, quite clearly.
Thank you. Can we have the next question, please?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Nama saya Muhammad bin Hamzah. I would address my first question or comments to Dato' Shafi Abdullah. Now, you were the first to introduce the word Pakatan Rakyat this evening. And Dato' Hafizan did elaborate a little bit of it. My question to you is, Pakatan Rakyat, as Dato' Hafizan says, is not a political party. What is it? Is it an animal? Is it a dog? Or what is it?
Please,
No, I just want to know. Or it has no legal entity. Has it got a legal entity? Okay, let's put it. Has it got a legal entity? Because it's not a political party. Number 2 to Dato' Shafi is, you mentioned the word sabotage somewhere there. I just want to check with you again. What was the context? I'm an old man, a 60-year-old man, because I just want you to elaborate again. You used the word sabotage. Did you say Sivakumar sabotage it? Did you say that? If you said that, then you are saying that on the 7th of May, he means sabotage again. Okay, that's right. I want to, the last question is to Mr. Nga. Mr. Nga, it was rightly pointed out to you, and you also mentioned it, there is no such law as party hopping. Tidak ada party hopping law here. And these 3 assemblymen did not hop. Dia keluar je, dia tak pergi masuk Barisan Nasional as Dato' Shafi said just now. So, my question to you is, they are doing it according to the law. There's nothing to prevent them from doing it. I'm asking you, am I saying the correct thing? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can we have, thank you.
Thank the National Press Club to have this talk. It's very meaningful. Actually, what I want to say is that you see that Tuli Yang Maha Mulia has made a decision. His decision is based on his private prerogative, not executive prerogative.